Hey guys, I'm back today with another video. This one is going to be brought to you by the company Arabella Hair, and this is my first time working with the company, but this is the package that you get. They also included some goodies inside of this little mesh bag. Now the unit that I will be showing you guys today is their 5x5 Glueless curly wave wig. This is in the length 26 inches. It is 180% in density, and this is what it looks like straight out of the package. You can definitely tell it's nice and full. This is the inside of the cap construction. You get 2 combs on the side, and you get this really stretchy cap. Yeah, I was intrigued by this cap, but you get this really stretchy cap. I washed my unit off of camera. I used my Aussie Moist shampoo and conditioner. I also did go in and bleach my knots and just do a little extra customizations to the front of the hairline. But you can see the curl pattern still without me having any products on it. And yes, I'm still like, wow, this cap is really nice. Now they did have an area where you can attach the elastic band, so I decided to go ahead and put that on, and then I am just going to place this on my head, and it was really comfortable. To show you guys the sides once I put everything on, and then I am going to place this wax around the very front of the hairline and use my hot comb just to kind of press everything back, and then I will be cutting the lace off. Now this lace does seem to be a little bit lighter, and at first I was like, maybe I should go in and tint the lace, but I didn't want it to come off too dark, so we're just going to see how it turns off once I melt everything in. As you can see, I use my Boho liquid gold to melt the lace down, and then now I am going to go ahead and pull out some hairs on the side. Now sometimes with these closure units you will notice the track on the side, and I like to do this just so that it can kind of conceal everything. I also noticed that it is a little bit lighter, and that piece does come down a bit far, so I'm hoping that my little swoops will help to kind of cover it up. So I'm just going to cut them shorter, and then I'll use my flat iron to curl them, and then I'll use a little bit of my Even New York spray and I'll swoop that over. Because this is a 5x5 closure, yes, you can part this on the side. However, I am opting for a middle part today. And once I'm happy with how it looks, I'm going to take my wax and go at the top and also the front of the hairline and use my hot comb just to kind of press everything down. As you can see, this is laying down really nice and flat, so I didn't have any issues with working with the closure area. You can see I sectioned off the hair so that I can get to work. I'm using my wide tooth comb, and I'm just going to comb through to make sure there's not going to be any snags going on before I add my product. And I am using my continuous water bottle, and I'm being very generous with the water and the cream today, only because I did notice that the ends of this hair did appear to be a little bit dry, and I also noticed some frizziness going on, so I'm gonna rake that through, and you can see how the ends are looking. And then I'm gonna go through with my detangling brush and just kind of comb everything through so everything can clump up together. As you can see, I am working on the other side, And I'm doing the same method that I did before. I'm running my fingers through, and then I am just going to put the curl cream in. Now, of course, you can use mousse, but because this hair was so heavy, I wanted it to kind of be like nice and fluffy looking. So that's why I opted for the curl cream. And then I'm going to go ahead and diffuse this. Now, I am not going to diffuse this all the way on camera because, y'all, it took me a long time to get this diffused. So I'm going to come back with the hair dried. Go ahead and remove my elastic band so I can see what the front of this hairline is looking like. Now, one thing that I did notice when I took the elastic band off is that I was not happy with how the swoops looked on the side, so I do want to go in and fix them, and I want to kind of cut them down just a bit shorter. Now, on the one side where you can see the lace, I am going to go in with my Sharpie eyeliner, and I am just going to fill that in. I mean, it just came too far down, and I didn't want to cut it off because I feel like I was going to end up cutting into the cap, and that's not something that I wanted to do. Placing a little bit of my powder into the parting space. Like I said, the parting space area is really nice. I had no issues when it came to bleaching the knots. I'm also going to put a little bit of powder around the front of the hairline just to kind of take some of that sheen away from the bowl hole. I'm going to go in with my Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Serum. And I'm not going to put too much of the serum throughout the hair, but this is definitely going to help with frizziness and also flyaways. And I'm also going to lightly fluff up the hair. I like how it looks, so I do not want to like disturb the curls because I feel like they look really good. I'd rather them get bigger over time than to fluff it up too much. So yeah, this is the final look of this unit. These curls are definitely popping, and they were not playing around when it came to the density on this unit. So everything looks nice and blended down. I will say that I feel like the lace was just a bit too light in certain lighting, and I have to kind of go in and refix it up off of camera. And then of course the bulkiness on the side by that closure piece. But guys, if you want to hear my final thoughts on this unit, please make sure to stay tuned after this. Oh, they were not playing when they said 180% density. This unit is very, very full. So for my girls that like some big hair, don't care, then you may like this one. It's also 26 inches in length. I am only 5'2". Of course, with curly hair, it is going to shrink up some, but this hair does go all the way down to like my belly button area. Honestly, it probably goes like a little bit longer, but with it kind of shrinking up a little bit, it hits right below my chest. So yeah, this is definitely going to be longer on you if you are a little bit shorter than me, and of course if you are taller, it's going to hit you different. You guys seen I did use my bowl hole liquid gold to install this unit, and I feel like it melted the lace down really good. Now the lace was just a little bit on the lighter side, but as you guys seen, I did go in with a little bit of my powder, and then I also put some powder into the parting space area. Y'all, I like how nice and open the parting space area is. Now this unit does come with a pre-pluck hairline. However, I did go in and pluck mine out just a little bit more to kind of open it up and make it look more realistic. I also did pull out some shorter hairs on the side just to kind of hide over where that track is. Of course, when you have a closure, sometimes that does happen. And you guys seen that I had to go in with my little Sharpie and just kind of color it in because it was very noticeable on this side, but it wasn't noticeable on this side. Washing process, I did run across a bit of shedding, but during the styling process, I definitely didn't run across as much. I did use my air dry cream for this look today because this is so much hair. I wanted it to look really light and fluffy, and I didn't want it to come off looking super weighed down. Now I had to be really generous towards the ends of this hair because the ends were definitely coming off a bit dry. dryer, and I did go in with a generous amount of water at the ends. And as you guys can see, I feel like it dried down really good. The curl pattern on this is really nice. It did take me a good little minute to dry this hair. Of course, it's not 100%, but I would say it's about 90%, but it still took me some time. So if you are going to style this on your head, just be prepared that it's gonna take a while to dry down. I would recommend styling this on your mannequin head and then just styling it the night before and letting it air dry. Go in with my Sleek and Shine serum because this hair did come across a little bit frizzy. This unit laid down really nice and flat. I did go in with my wax stick and my hot comb just to kind of press it all out. I did not want this to come off looking humpy, and I feel like it did a really good job. I'm also not noticing any shorter hairs at the top. Like I said, just a little frizziness that is going on. I also did not fluff this up too much just because I like the way that this is looking. Now, this is going to be a higher maintenance unit. You are going to have to make sure to refresh, especially towards these ends and also in the nape area. I am getting a little bit of snag. Now, this is an average cap size, and at first I thought this was going to be a little bit too big on my head because I do have a small head, and I've seen how roomy and stretchy that cap is. But y'all, this cap is fitting me so perfect, and it is so comfortable on. There is no combs at the back of this unit. I did add on the elastic band, and I love the way that this is fitting on my head. Like, I was just really thinking I was gonna have too much room back here, but I'm not having any issues at all. In fact, I probably will say this is the most comfortable closure unit that I have tried yet. Other than that, guys, this hair is really pretty, and I am loving the closures. I've been doing a little bit more closures lately just because I feel like they're still that girl, and closures are just very easy to install and take care of. Let me know what you think about this beauty. If you are feeling it, I am gonna make sure to leave a link down below. Guys, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Once again, turn those notifications on, share and like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.